30 seconds. Welcome back, welcome back. We want to welcome a new addition to our office here, actually renting space in our hometown television complex here in Harrison, Arkansas, is a new radio station, renting tower right here, and it's covering all of Harrison, Arkansas, and actually surrounding areas, most of actually going into some of the other counties in the area. This is Mickey Klein. He's president and chief operating officer of the new Q-Rock here in Harrison, Arkansas.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Have you been listening?
I have been listening.
Thank you. Thank you. I was just trying to bring a little of the 70s and 80s classic rock back. So, just community radio.
Community radio. And I've been talking to other people, and either they will approach me and say, "What's going on with the radio station?" or I will ask them if they like the format. And 98% of the people are really excited about something that they've kind of been wanting to hear for quite a long time. I don't think they're getting their portion of rock and roll the way that they would like to get it. So I think you're providing that for them.
Well, we're trying to fill in just a little bit of a different niche. What we did, we spent about a year going around town asking folks, what kind of music they like to hear. And the biggest complaint we were hearing was that the Springfield stations that play that kind of music, sometimes you can hear it, sometimes you can't. And so being the fact that we are a 100-watt FM station, there's no way to really compete with the established stations in town. So we're just trying to fill in a little hole.
Yeah, and you're filling pretty much every niche and cranny, or nook and cranny of Harrison with classic rock and roll. And I have picked it up going to Alpena and way past Harrison North, and then south almost to Dogpatch, and then so that's in Newton County. So I mean, you're covering a pretty good area, and it's a pretty strong radio. And you're trying to do a little bit more, I think, locally, as far as bringing back the old style of radio.
Basically,
where it's not automated so much.
Pretty much. We want to be able to know that when people pick up the phone and call the station, that there's somebody there to answer the phone. And get involved more with creating events, getting community involved, and out of the house, off the computer. And just little things, because the station itself is owned by a nonprofit organization here in Harrison.
Well, with a nonprofit organization theme, you have to kind of focus in on a target audience or target entity, and I think you're wanting to help local artists. Is that correct?
Yes, the organization that actually holds the license is called the North Arkansas Performing Artists Coalition, and their whole mission is to preserve independent music, and at the same time to help to develop the school music programs, whether it's band, choir, drama. Whether it's the high school or the college, and all through Boone County here.
So anything arts associated?
Yes.
So it'd be like the Lyric Theater and some of the things they're doing. Anything that involves that, any kind of fundraisers you would help them with
Most definitely. And because of the access we have to different bands, people sending us music all the time asking for radio play and that kind of thing. We'd like to be able to bring in something a little different that would benefit everybody.
Okay. Well, we want to let people know how to get a hold of the radio station. How do they scan in to pick up the station?
Well, we're working right now to get it on the internet. Okay, we still haven't quite got the interface worked out yet. But
the old style of, like, if you get in your car, what do they got to do?
The old-fashioned one, you just turn it on to 100.7 FM.
100.7. Okay.
Yes, and our studio line, the request line, is open 24 hours, which is 741 KBHQ.
I think we have that up on the screen. Yeah, KBHQ. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, 741-5247 is the actual number.
Now you're actually live on the radio in the morning from 4 to 9. Is that right?
Actually, it's from 6 to 9 in the morning. 6
to 9. Okay.
Okay, and then we do a lunchtime favorites from noon to 1, and then we have the traffic jam, which is from 4 to 8.
Okay.
So we get folks as they're going to work and from work.
Wow, that's
cool.
A lot of dedicated live time.
Yeah, exactly.
And I have. Now I know you like people to call in, but I'd text you. Is that okay?
Yes. Or? Oh, yes. We can. We've got a Facebook page.
Okay.
Well, sort of. It's under Branson World Radio.
Okay.
Okay. But we're working on setting up one for Q-Rock. We're setting up an interface on our website where you could just send an email. Click email, and then when we do get on the internet, in the player window, you'll be able to send your requests right through the player from your phone.
I think a lot of people would like to see that again.
That 70s and 80s, it's kind of amazing. Even my son, who's 16. he listens to that kind of music.
It surprised me. My daughter, my youngest daughter is 17, and she's bopping around listening to Journey and
I
Bryan
love that.
Adams.
That's
and,
just so cool.
Yeah.
Rock, I think that kind of rock and
It's just
roll
classic.
kind of left too early. I mean, I think that with the hip hop and some of the other forms of music just killed it.
Yeah.
I think a lot of MTV had a lot to do with that.
Right.
So
Yeah, so we're happy to have you here and get your rock and roll fix on 100.7.
thank you, and we're real grateful to Reynolds Media too, Dan, because of the tower space, the office space. If it wasn't for your guys' help, we wouldn't be.
Well, we appreciate you being here.
So
And
thank you.
if you're interested and want to be a part of what's going on with Mickey, you can give him a call at the number on the screen, or if you want more information, it's the end of the show, and listen to 100.7, and call in your request. You'll be amazed at how it's not automated. It's real. It's not.
There's
We're
really somebody
breathing.
there.
We're breathing.
You're breathing.
Yes.
Thanks, Mickey.
Thank you.
Up next, we have a surprise guest, and when we come back, we'll be talking about football camp and the Brandon Burlsworth football camp and what that's all about. In just 2 minutes, stay with us.